Henrico Fire says they responded to more calls for fires this fall than in years past, and with the dry conditions we've experienced, as well as the wind and lower humidity on the way, they expect this holiday season to be very busy, which is why they're sharing some tips for you to stay safe at home. It's the most wonderful time of the year, but it's also one of the most dangerous, according to firefighters.
There's never a good time to have a fire, but it always seems worse here in the holidays.
From cooking to decorating,
We certainly see a spike in both of those types of fires through the holidays.
Henrico Battalion Chief Doug Reynolds doesn't want you to experience the tragedy he's seen over his 30-plus year career.
My very first house fire was a Christmas Eve fire. It was, devastating to see somebody lose everything. They had several kids.
Since then, he's made it his mission to educate people, preaching fire safety.
The unattended stove is their leading cause of fires.
It starts in the kitchen.
Any pots and pans, if you got young kids, put those handles to the back because you don't want no kids to grab them. Pull those hot, food on top of them.
Be sure to clean out your stove before you start preparing your turkey and casseroles. Moving on to holiday decor.
And when you go get lights, always try to make sure that you find one that has like the Underwriters Lab on there, because that tells you these lights have met a minimum testing standards.
And when you go to plug in those lights,
what we don't want you to do is to get what we would call a daisy chain, where you're getting an extension cord to an extension cord. More times than not, when you hear me talk about it was an electrical fire, usually an extension cord was involved. Any of these decorations are tripping the breaker at your box, then something's wrong. So you're overloading your circuits.
The most important decoration, but also the most flammable, the Christmas tree.
If you ever seen a Christmas tree when they go up, it's instant. So you'll never have time to put it out yourself. You're lucky if you can get it out of the house with your family.
Reynolds says artificial trees are generally safer, but if you prefer a real Fraser fir, be sure the needles aren't falling off when you take it home and water it each day.
They usually recommend 3 strands of lights. Is about as many as you want to put together in a tree.
Keep that tree away from your entryway and any heat source, including vents. These tips, while simple, can make all the difference.
There's lots of little things, but if you just keep in mind of all those, you'll have a safe holiday.
If you plan to hang lights outside of your home, make sure you clean the leaves out of your gutters and keep any outdoor lights on the ground away from leaves so they don't catch fire. Also, if you're having trouble thinking of a gift for a loved one this holiday season, you should consider a fire extinguisher or a second-story escape ladder. They may not be the most fun gifts, but they could save your life. In Henrico, I'm Caroline Colburn, CBS 6 News.